If you know about the wizard Liz, then you already know that her message has always been clear, powerful, and sometimes uncomfortable to hear, because she talks about something most people are afraid to practice: choosing yourself first. Her content resonates with millions of people not because she promises easy success, but because she repeatedly reminds people that self-respect starts with protecting your time, your energy, and your peace. She often speaks about how people spend years giving everything to others while forgetting themselves, and how that pattern slowly destroys confidence and happiness from the inside. And that message hits so hard because so many people see themselves in that story, constantly helping, constantly giving, constantly sacrificing, yet still feeling stuck, exhausted, and unfulfilled. What makes her message powerful is not just the words, but the mindset behind them. She represents a shift from survival to self-respect, from pleasing everyone to protecting yourself, and that shift is exactly what many people need to hear today. Because the truth is, most people were raised to believe that selfishness is something negative, something rude, something that makes you a bad person. From childhood, many of us were taught to share everything, help everyone, and never put ourselves first. And while kindness is valuable, there's a dangerous misunderstanding hidden inside that lesson. There's a difference between kindness and self-neglect, and too many people cross that line without realizing it. They become the person everyone depends on, the one who always says yes, the one who never complains, the one who gives their time, energy, and attention to everyone else while quietly ignoring their own needs. At first, this behavior feels admirable. You feel useful, needed, appreciated. But over time, something starts to change. You begin to feel drained, overwhelmed, and frustrated, not because you don't care about others, but because you have slowly abandoned yourself in the process. Think about how often you've said yes when you really wanted to say no. Think about how many times you've helped someone else while your own responsibilities were left unfinished. Think about how many evenings you've spent worrying about other people's problems while your own goals stayed untouched. That pattern doesn't just waste time, it steals opportunity. And the longer it continues, the harder it becomes to break. This is exactly where the idea of healthy selfishness becomes life-changing. Healthy selfishness is not about hurting others, ignoring responsibilities, or acting with arrogance. It is about recognizing that your time and energy are limited resources and treating them with the respect they deserve. Every person on this planet gets the same 24 hours in a day. No one gets extra time, no one gets bonus hours. Yet some people use those hours to build stronger bodies, smarter minds, and better futures, while others spend those same hours solving problems that were never theirs to solve. The difference is not intelligence, luck, or talent, it is priorities. People who grow the most are often the ones who protect their time the most. They understand something deeply important. Money can be earned again, opportunities can return, but time, once spent, is gone forever. Imagine waking up every morning with a clear understanding of what truly matters in your life. Your health, your goals, your peace, your future. Instead of reacting to every notification, every request, and every distraction, you begin your day by focusing on what moves your life forward. This is the habit of people who live intentionally. They don't start their day serving others before serving their purpose. And this doesn't mean they stop helping people, it simply means they stop abandoning themselves in the process. One of the most powerful habits you can build is learning to pause before saying yes. Instead of immediately agreeing to every request, give yourself space to ask one simple question. Does this help my life move forward, or does it pull me away from what matters most? That one question alone can save you years of frustration. Another lesson often emphasized by Liz is the importance of protecting your energy. Time is valuable, but energy is what gives time its power. Without energy, even the best plans fail. Your motivation, creativity, discipline, and focus all depend on how well you manage your mental and emotional strength. Think about the people you interact with every day. Some of them inspire you, support you, and push you to grow. Others complain constantly, gossip endlessly, and create drama that drains your focus. Every conversation you have either builds you up or slowly wears you down. And many people underestimate how much energy they lose simply by staying connected to the wrong environments. Healthy selfishness means choosing carefully who gets access to your attention. It means recognizing that not everyone deserves unlimited access to your time or emotions. Your surroundings play a powerful role in shaping who you become. The spaces you live in, the people you interact with, and the routines you follow all influence your mindset. If your environment is full of noise, stress, and clutter, your thoughts will mirror that chaos. But when you create even a small space that feels calm and organized, your mind begins to reflect that peace. This is why successful individuals protect their environment. They limit distractions, they organize their surroundings, and they create spaces that encourage focus and clarity. This isn't about wealth or luxury, it's about intention. Even cleaning your room, organizing your workspace, or setting aside quiet time can become an act of healthy selfishness because you are choosing to build an environment that supports your growth instead of sabotaging it. As you begin practicing these habits, something deeper starts to shift inside you. You stop seeing yourself as a victim of your circumstances and start seeing yourself as the architect of your future. Many people spend years blaming their past, their upbringing, or their struggles for where they are today. And while those factors absolutely shape your experiences, they do not have to control your future. The moment you take responsibility for your habits, your decisions, and your mindset, you move from survival mode into growth mode. Responsibility may feel heavy at first, but it is also incredibly empowering. Because responsibility gives you control. When you accept that your future depends on your daily actions, you stop waiting for rescue and start building your own path forward. This is where courage becomes necessary. Growth does not happen inside comfort zones. It happens when you challenge yourself, when you face fears, and when you take action even when you feel uncertain. Many people wait for confidence before taking action, but confidence rarely appears first. Confidence is built through action. The first time you try something new, whether it's speaking in public, learning a new skill, or making a bold decision, fear will appear. Your heart will race, your mind will doubt you, and your comfort zone will try to pull you back. But when you act anyway, something powerful happens. You prove to yourself that fear is not the end, it is the beginning of growth. And each time you repeat that process, your confidence strengthens. As you continue applying healthy selfishness, your life begins to feel more structured and intentional. One of the biggest benefits you will notice is clarity. When you stop reacting to every distraction, you finally have time to think about your own direction. Many people feel lost not because they lack ambition, but because they are too distracted solving everyone else's problems. The moment you reclaim your time, you reclaim your focus. And focus is one of the most valuable skills you can build in a world full of noise. But clarity alone is not enough. You also need a system that protects your growth. Start with boundaries. Boundaries are not barriers meant to isolate you. They are guidelines that protect your peace. Setting boundaries means defining what you accept and what you reject. It means saying no when necessary, limiting time with draining people, and refusing to engage in unnecessary negativity. At first, boundaries feel uncomfortable, especially if you are used to pleasing others. But over time, they become freeing because they teach others to respect your time just as much as you respect theirs. Next, eliminate distractions that quietly steal your time. Social media, endless scrolling, and constant entertainment can consume hours without you noticing. Imagine reclaiming just 1 hour every day and investing it into reading, learning, exercising, or building a skill. 1 hour per day may not seem like much, but over a year, that becomes hundreds of hours dedicated to growth. That is how small selfish decisions create massive long-term results. Another powerful step is committing to continuous learning. Growth happens when you expose yourself to new ideas, new knowledge, and new challenges. You don't need expensive courses to begin. Sometimes growth starts with reading a few pages of a book each day, listening to educational content, or reflecting on your experiences through journaling. Learning strengthens your confidence because knowledge reduces uncertainty. The more you understand, the less fear controls you. Investing in yourself is another form of healthy selfishness that transforms lives. Many people spend money on entertainment and temporary comfort, but hesitate to invest in their own growth. Your body, your mind, and your skills are your greatest assets. Taking care of your health, exercising regularly, and prioritizing sleep are not luxuries, they are responsibilities. When your body is strong, your mind becomes sharper. When your mind is sharp, your decisions become smarter. Surrounding yourself with the right people also plays a critical role. Your circle influences your standards. If you spend time with people who avoid responsibility, it becomes easier for you to do the same. But when you surround yourself with disciplined and motivated individuals, their habits begin to influence yours. Healthy selfishness means choosing relationships that encourage growth rather than stagnation. Healing your past is another essential part of this journey. Many people carry emotional wounds that affect their confidence and decisions. Ignoring those wounds does not make them disappear. Being selfish sometimes means facing uncomfortable memories, reflecting on your experiences, and giving yourself permission to heal. Healing is not weakness, it is strength. Each step toward healing makes you more stable, more confident, and more prepared for the future. So yeah, comment below and tell me, who should I cover next? Whose story or mindset do you want to learn from? That's it for today. See you day after tomorrow. Till then, take care. Bye.